They are moving along. People are learning a lot at this camp. We are definitely have kind of started over with that many new faces, being a third of our team being brand new. We have to start from square one. Last year we had very few new faces, so we started a little further along. So there's more bumps along the way. There's definitely more of a learning curve. It's not picking up where we just left off as much as we would love to do that. But I've found them to be a very hardworking group. They're very bought in to the way we want to do things. It's just going to take some time to get experience and to get some connections going on the field. Definitely a new face there, but Maddie Mills has been with the team for 3 years now. This is her third year. She's pretty well established as our starter. She's different kind of keeper than Courtney was, but has some of the same strengths in terms of what we're trying to do. She's learned a lot from Courtney and will now be mentoring our freshman goalkeeper, Ella Lotz, who also is very talented, but obviously is lacking experience. So it'll take some time for her to build up to some game minutes, I think. But Maddie Mills is ready. I know she's certainly taken on the leadership responsibility of that position already, and definitely willing to grow in that area. Back four got a little established last spring, so it is all returning players. Hannah Costa and Ashley Porcelli are in the center back spots. We have, I would say, a freshman, Addie Waters, who will be a good center back in her future, and we're just trying to get her minutes, so whether that's at the center back or holding mid will remain to be seen. We'll get her what we can because she's a good, talented young player who is going to be there in the future. But those two have pretty much cemented the center back spots, and then our outside backs, also very experienced. Carly Keller as a senior, all region last year, is definitely a leader back there for us. And then on the other side, Megan Tischler, who had a shortened season last year due to injury, but did very well down the stretch and has come in very ready to start. And then Aubrey Shaw is another outside back who will definitely have to get minutes there and back those guys up, because we are asking a lot of them this year, hoping they can get involved in the offense quite a bit. A few freshmen also will work their way into some minutes in that outside back spot. But those three are the primary people we're looking to and relying on this year. Our midfield is a lot of newcomers as well. 5 of our front 6 graduated from last season, so a lot of new faces in there. The one established returning starter is Natalie Junta, and we will rely on her quite a bit. Her experience, she's a great communicator on the field, so she's very good at bringing everyone else up to that level, and that'll be critical for us in there. Emma Daly, who started a lot in the back for us, has moved forward. She will play some minutes in that holding mid. Mariah Miller will also back them up in that area and start at times, I'm sure, if we need her. She's just a steady presence in there, very experienced grad student for us. And then the 4 positions in front of that, whatever that's going to look like, we're not sure yet. We have attacking midfielders, so we have forwards. In the attacking mid area, it's going to be new faces. So a few kids that have been in the program a little bit, probably some freshmen. Lauren Muhana is a really talented player from Moon that we're looking forward to getting right in there, right in the mix. Marina Hahn is a returner who played a lot of minutes for us last year in that area, and a lot of other freshmen, and I'm not entirely sure who's going to be playing in there, but they will fight it out. And then up front, up top, obviously somebody's got to score some goals for us from there. Tori Stevenson is probably our main returner up front. She's has had great freshman and sophomore seasons. Probably is going to have to carry a little more of the load in terms of goal scoring. So hoping to get her on track kind of right off the bat. Emily Horst is a freshman who is definitely going to play minutes for us up there. Kiara White out on the wing gives us a lot of speed. And she scored more goals than I thought she would last year. So hopefully that will happen again. And Annie Vinoy, Hannah Plunkard, a few freshmen that can get in that mix and give us some good minutes there. So it's we're waiting and seeing what happens up front. Obviously, we graduated quite a bit of firepower up front, and we'll rely on our defense for a while until this new group figures out how to put it together. Yeah, particularly on the field, I do think defensively we are pretty solid. They will have to stand up under some pressure because our front players are not as good at keeping the ball and creating chances, so kind of keeping the ball up front. So the defense is going to have to last that out until the offense figures it out. But I'd say other strengths are, this team is like probably one of the hardest working teams that I've had. They are ready to come and work for it. And they don't expect it to be easy. They know it's not going to be easy. They know we have a brutal non-conference schedule ahead of us. They are, I think, willing to go into that level of play and put themselves on the line and take their lumps now and prepare us for later in the season. Yes, we are definitely a conference on the rise, I would say. We are adding some teams that are going to make us more competitive. Many more teams are competing for the top of the conference at this point. I think there's a lot of good players returning, and I think this is kind of a year where we might see a lot of new faces that have an impact. So it's going to be, that's why we're playing the non-conference schedule that we are, is to prepare us for that in conference play. We're hoping we are not taken surprised by anybody. We won't take anybody lightly. And that's why we are preparing the way we are.